What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Happy 2026. I know you guys are probably looking at my bureau behind me going, what the heck is that? And I'm here to tell you that a few things have changed. Number one, I have this beautiful ring light, which is giving me awesome lighting so that way I can provide better content for you guys, which is something I want to work on with the new year. This beautiful girl was a Christmas present. It is a 20-gallon Imagitarium long tank. Now, because I have this, Milk, our beautiful best friend, which I know you're probably looking at this going, oh my god, that has changed. Yes, it has. I got distracted one day cleaning my tanks and totally rescaped it, but I think it looks beautiful now. I do have kind of a cold, so please ignore that also. And my cube, which I will flip and show you guys, has also moved. So, with that being said, I went to the fish store today and got a bunch of plants that we are gonna house in the 10-gallon. Miss Milk over here. Look how cute she is. Oh my god, she's adorable. So we're gonna house these plants in there with her, but I wanted to give you guys a haul before I just empty everything out. Now I have this big blue beautiful bag of goodies, and I did get quite a few plants, so I am gonna try and remember their names as we go. But first up we have a red sword. I think this is called a red flame sword. So I'm gonna unbox her quick and show you guys. The pet store person did tell me that with the red flame swords I might need a additive of nitrogen, which I've been doing additives of potassium for my Java fern in this tank, and that's been helping a ton, so I'll definitely take that advice. But she's large, starting to dry up, so we'll get her now. Oh my god, she's so big. So this is the red flame sword, and we're gonna chuck her in there real quick. That made quite the mess. Okay, next bag we have some bronze crypt and another type of crypt also, which I believe the name is on the actual tag in the plant itself. These ones were nice because she said I could split them up if I needed. So let's get the first one out. This is not the bronze crypt. This is Ludia, crypt Ludia. This one is very beautiful, very big and full. I will say that about their plants. So go ahead and pop this guy in here, but let's get the other one out too. And this is the bronze crypt, which she showed me a picture of in her aquarium, the lady that helped me with everything. And this one was gorgeous. So big, such a nice color. I think the snails were eating part of it, but there's the tag for you guys. Gorgeous. So let me go pop these two in. This one has a bunch of new growth on the inside, so I'm super happy about that. I'm gonna go pop these in. I put those two pots in there and Milk is literally like, it's too crowded, there's too much. There's too many things in here. But I'll probably be setting up the 20 gal within like the next week or so. And then I got an Anubias, which I forget the exact name for this guy, but it got a little bit bigger. I do have an Anubias in here already. It's over here in the corner. It's been sprouting and doing phenomenal. But this is the Anubias Barteri. Beautiful big leaves. Has a little bit of baby shoots under there too, which I'm super excited to see really pop in. So I'm gonna place this one in there as well, somewhere in there. Milk is probably having a field day. She's like, it's too crowded. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one in, and then I will show you guys the substrate and the piece of wood that I got as well. So as far as substrate went, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, as I have the 10-gallon with straight fluval stratum and the 3-gallon with a different type of sand, but it's kind of like a light colored. So I didn't know exactly what I wanted. So I am going to start layering. So I'm going to put the fluval stratum mixed with some other bioactive and nutrient dense substrates that I have left over on the bottom, just to give it some height, really fill it in and give it some nutrients. But then I'm going to cap it with this Aquascapes sand to try and keep the nutrients out of the water column itself. So it is going to be a tan bottom or a sandy bottom, but I am going to put a bunch of detail rocks and accent rocks on top, so you're not going to see it as much. But just to cap everything, I've heard this is a good way to do it, so I'm going to go ahead and try it. For the piece of wood, I went with some spider wood. Obviously this one has multiple different points of bottom points, but essentially it's going to sit something like this, maybe jutting out this way or jutting out this way. And then I can glue and put different types of plants inside of it, just to give it some sort of contrast, some sort of focal point as well. It'll also add beneficial tannins to the water, and I can really prop it up with some stones, under here to give it some height and depth. So that is the idea. We shall see what actually happens, but that is the idea. Now, obviously the 10-gallon is clearly a mess because I have all of my new plants sitting in there just to house them for the moment. But we're investigating. Are you having fun? So obviously it's kind of a mess, but as you saw in the beginning of the video, things have changed. I got carried away while cleaning and just rescaped the entire tank. So I will put befores and afters for you guys, since clearly you can't see it right now. And the 3-gallon behind me, I ended up putting that little Anubias potted plant into because there's no room in here anymore. But for the 20-gallon, there is going to be the red sword, the 2 crypts, the Anubias, and a ton of Java fern that is going to come out of this one. And I think the 3-gallon as well, which I'm going to give you an update on that because that tank has changed so much. Here's this 3-gallon. Like I said, I did put the Anubias in here just to house it for a little bit until the 20-gallon is ready. The shrimp in here have been breeding like crazy. The Java moss is doing great. I have started adding potassium as well to in here, so those spots should tend to go away. The Java moss is flourishing, and the snails in here, I do have 3 of them. I think there's 2 in that back corner over there. And they've gotten so big. They do a wonderful job, and they're so pretty. I love the coloration on them. But that is the 3-gallon cube. It got moved to this little corner desk area, and it's been doing awesome. So now that I have clearly way too many plants in this 10-gallon, the 28 you can expect to be set up probably within the next week or so. And there'll be a whole video on that. I'm super excited. We're gonna get her into there, and I don't know what's gonna happen with this tank. Comment your suggestions down below. I also am thinking of putting little cories into this tank, something to clean it up, along with the shrimp and the snails that will be going in there. Those pumpkin snails and shrimp from the 3-gallon are going to be going in there, and the assassin snails and everything in here will be staying put, as I do not want them eating my pumpkin snails. So that is all. Happy 2026, everyone, and I'll be putting up another video soon.